Have you ever felt like your drawings were just a little bit flat? Like they were missing something, but you can't quite put your finger on what it was? Well, I've got a little trick up my sleeve that I'm going to use to change your drawing game. It's really fun and it's simple, but it's really powerful, and it's going to transform how you see and how you draw the world around you. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take an ordinary object and we're going to make it extraordinary. How? By drawing it from 3 different perspectives and then spicing it up with some words. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll never look at your coffee mug or your pair of socks or anything else the same way again. So what do you need? Nothing fancy. Just grab your journal, your sketchbook, your favorite pen or pencil, your crayon, your marker, whatever makes you happy, and pick an object. Now here's the important bit. I want you to choose something that has some meaning to you. It doesn't have to be a profound meaning, but just it has some consequence. For me today, it's my new shoes. I just bought them because I've been working out a lot this year and I hit a couple of my personal goals, and so I think I deserve it. I've earned it, okay? So maybe for you, it's the mug that your kid made in art class, or maybe it's the novel that you happen to be reading right now, or maybe it's just the apple that you're going to eat for lunch. But the key is it should be something that you can move around easily. Okay, I'll explain what that means in a minute. But first of all, just grab your object, okay? And then we're going to dive in. We're going to draw this thing 3 times. And we want to be able to do that from 3 different angles, 3 different perspectives that make it look really different. And don't worry if you're not an artist, okay? This isn't about creating some masterpiece. It's about observing. It's about really seeing your object. It's about using your eyes and your brain to engage with reality. Don't worry, it's going to be a lot easier than you think. Let's start with the obvious angle. From my shoes, that's the side view, okay? And I'm going to take about a minute, no more, and I'm just going to draw a basic contour drawing, just the outline. I'm not going to get all involved with details and stuff like that. I just want to get the basic shape, the basic character of this thing down. All right, now here's where it's going to get fun. I want you to move that object, or you could move yourself to a different angle so you have a completely different view of the same thing that you just drew. You could look at it from above. You could look at it from below. You could, I don't know, come up with something a little nutty. But for my shoes, I'm just going to go with a bird's eye view. I'm going to look straight down on it, and for another minute, I'm going to draw my shoes from above. And as you're doing this, think about what kinds of new things are you noticing from this angle that you hadn't seen before. Sometimes it's revealing entirely different parts, or sometimes the parts that you looked one way from one angle look completely different from another way. All right, now we're going to do a third view. And this time you have permission to get a bit weird. Get close and personal. For my shoes, I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to draw just the laces and the tongue from really close, as if I put a microscopic lens on me. So what's unusual? What do you see that you hadn't noticed before? What does it look like when you get up super close, or maybe super far away, or maybe you look at it through a window, or maybe you look at it with your dark glasses on, or maybe you draw it with one eye closed, just something that changes it. Maybe you want to draw the inside of your mug, or maybe you want to draw break your apple in half and draw it that way. Remember, we're not aiming for perfection, of course. I'll tell you that every single video I make. We're not aiming for perfection. We're here to explore, to learn, to discover. Okay, so now we've got 3 completely different drawings, completely different perspectives. Okay, now we're going to add some words to really bring this journal, make it into a journal entry and really bring it to life. And this is just another way of having a different perspective, right? We're going to use words instead of pictures to talk about this thing. So I'm going to write new kicks. I'm writing at the top of mine. Next, just jot down a few sentences about your object. What did you notice while you were drawing it? How does it make you feel? I'm writing, these shoes feel like clouds on my feet. And there you have it. You've just created a rich, multi-dimensional entry in your sketchbook, in your illustrated journal, and it captures not just what your object looks like, but also how you see and feel about it. This isn't just a drawing exercise. It's a way to build a deeper connection with the things around you, the things in your life, using drawing and words to really get them. All right, try this technique with different objects throughout your week. Try your toothbrush on Monday and try drawing your dirty laundry on Wednesday, and then draw your TV set that you don't need to watch anymore because you're so busy drawing on Friday. And watch how it changes the way that you see everyday things by changing your perspective and really seeing in 3 dimensions. Remember, your journal and your sketchbook, they are a playground for your creativity and your observation. There are no rules. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's all about exploring your world and your thoughts, right? So, ready to see your world from a new perspective? Grab that sketchbook and get drawing. Your ordinary objects are waiting to reveal their extraordinary sides.